Bishop Nicholas Hobson. My recent sermon that I gave was on ways to appreciate and support life. Young boys and girls need to someone they want to spend the rest of their life with on earth in a relationship. I mean, go on dates for a while to get to know each other to, to, to determine if the person is right soulmate for you. This option will prevent abortions in the United States of America. Young girls and boys need to stop acting like hoodlums and hood rats by having sex with different people within the opposite sex or homosexuality. Women need to have more common sense on what type of men or person they want to be with. They want to be with and see themselves with in a relationship. Some young girls need to stop falling for young girls or potential soulmate with no self esteem. Young girl and boy need to control their hormones. When young girls have sex with men, they have to ask themselves about getting pregnant. If a young girl do not want to get pregnant, they need to consider contraception or wait until they find Mr. Right. Young African American boys today do is not trained properly to train properly in the household by acting like they acting like they act on public on the streets. Young When young girls get pregnant by young boys, it starts conflict with families and home and starts homelessness. When young boys approach families, they have problems with their hormones. With I mean when they approach when young boys approach females, they have problems with their hormones. Abortion stagnate the black community because you find abortion clinics in minority communities. It is more black women getting abortion because of rape and incest accusations. Abortions among black women is 36% under age 30 because black women act like hood rats and falling for any man. Black women disrespect God's plan by having sex before marriage. Michigan had more abortions from black women. It is 56.3 million babies die from abortion worldwide. Babies are aborted every 1.8 seconds. Most women that get abortions are Protestant and Catholics. Young women need to ask themselves the following question before having sex and getting pregnant. Do you love the boy or girl enough to spend eternity with them? Do you love boy or girl to stay committed to them to eternity? Do you have financial stability with yourself and family to raise the baby? Do you have a place to live, to have housing, or to raise the baby? Do young boy have high self-esteem or responsibility to help raise babies? Will you commit to man or woman to marry? If above questions are no, you need to really think: do you want to have sex with the man or woman to an unexpected pregnancy and abortions? 37% Caucasian women have abortions. 37% of black women have abortions. 90% Hispanic women have abortions. Mandatory high school and elementary school counseling to prepare boys and girls for life and challenges. When I mean life counseling, it can help young boys and girls with career counseling, guidance, goal setting, and parenting. Counseling can assist young boys and girls with the following. What are your career goals? How do you see yourself in 5, 10 years from now? Tell young girls and boys about life and responsibility in everyday life as an adult, including preparing young boys and girls that want to become parents, living on their own with responsibility and independence, money management, career goals and advancement, job search opportunities as teenagers, economic opportunities. I meet with people for spiritual and biblical counseling during one-on-one interviews in Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, and New York City area based on my experience, my leadership experience. Women need to be allowed to adopt newborn babies to foster homes for families to have opportunity to adopt newborn babies. Newborn babies can be raised in a loving Christian home. Letters were sent to truthful information about Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission investigation to Capitol Hill this month. Letters were sent to Capitol Hill to assist special counsel appointed by Bylaws and Rules Committee members on Sunday Breakfast Rescue Mission ongoing investigation here in Philadelphia. It is two-page letters. It was a two-page letter sent to the Senate Appropriation Committee to consider my Africa fair trade proposal from 2011 rejected by Obama-Biden during the Obama administration. I agree with Democratic Party based on today's economy. Economy may be growing, but people are still hurting financially. People move in shared room housing because people do not have the money for a security deposit for apartments. You hear people living with people to help them balance household finances, sharing 1, 2, or 3 bedroom apartments or houses. Some people do not want or see themselves living in homeless shelters. So that's why I say That's why I say the economy may be booming. See, the one thing about we don't have live in an economy no more. That back in the 40s and the 50s, like that, when people apply for jobs, you'd be hired on the spot. Economy is not like that in our today's society no more. People that have the skills to actually get jobs now. Like if you want, like all jobs that still pretty much train after they hire you in jobs like warehousing jobs, manufacturing. Like when warehousing jobs and manufacturing. When I mean by warehousing jobs, I mean like jobs like UPS, FedEx, and companies like DHL. They hire them only company that hire on the still train you if they hire you, so to prevent injury. That's the only job that pretty much still train. But if you look for a job in a corporate office, they're gonna expect you to have a degree background, somebody with a degree background, college degree or higher education background, or have a strong resume, or perform this job, or have previous work experience with no employment gaps on your application or resume. That's what people look for in a corporate office environment. I'm thinking people, and that's why I forwarded all 2011 my plan on Affordable Housing and Homeless Prevention Act of 2011, because it would actually and put provisions in there that would actually allow people to actually allow more rent to be more rent controlled and owned, and more month to have more rent become more month to month. Allow landlords to waive security deposits for people that want to get out of homelessness in their own apartments. That's the goal with that legislation proposes. And also that the letter was also sent to Capitol Hill to address that issue again, but it was sent to the Senate Appropriations Committee to address that issue, so it can allow more affordable housing for low income and middle class Americans, instead of people, and reduce the wait list for Section 8 and for affordable housing. by giving states $1 billion each to provide affordable housing to those Americans that can't afford a regular apartment that's going for like maybe $800, $900 a month, $600 to $900 a month. They can able to get affordable housing. Thank you.